My sinuses have been sinusing, and I think I've been feeling cold. I need to go address my situation with warm water. Guys, oh, I'm quite early on this live. Good morning. I'm quite early today. How? Dad, kanti ukhona? Hawu, abasho ukuthi uyangena kanti. Hawu, wayadlala kanje. Hawu, hawu. Kanjalo nje. That is so unfair. Ngendlela ajabula. Literally. Hi, welcome to the live. Somebody just liked the live. Thank you so much. Uh, well, well. Hi, Mukhadi. Hi. Let me just go and sit down. Guys, I'm not doing well. I'm going through a heartbreak. A heartbreak. That's Randy. I'm live quite early in the morning because I wanted to talk to you guys because I'm going through a heartbreak. I'm going through so much. Oh, guys, let me just wear my blanket first so that I can bring you closer so that we can talk. Yo, guys. Yo, let me bring you closer, guys. Let me try moisturize my lips. I feel like, I'm always crusty on the lives. Guys, I didn't sleep. I got my heart broken again because I believe in love. I'm a lover girl. Oh, it's so hard to admit that I got my heart broken again. So stupid. This is so stupid. This is so stupid. I can't believe it. So what happened? Well, guys, I've been complaining about this mystery guy for such a long time. And obviously, I've been emotionally detaching, and yeah, I think he picked it up. I think he picked it up because he asked me, he's like, "Yeah, you're not saying this, you're not saying that," and I was like, "Oh, hit a blinker." So this week we were supposed to be going out on a date. First, it was supposed to be last week, right? He gave me an excuse. He said to me, that he's gonna go. I hate this thing where I have to block people now. Every time I have to block people from my channel. Hide user from this channel. I don't need this kind of energy. So yeah, I just blocked somebody. Um, I obviously I have noticed a pattern with him that he's no longer interested in me. And guys, you always know it when somebody is no longer interested in you, right? You already know it. And you just are trying to navigate your own emotions before facing the truth. So that's what I did. I literally didn't face the truth. I'm sorry, guys. I just want to blow my nose real quick. Wait. I'm sorry about that. So, obviously, we were supposed to go on a date last week, and he literally postponed to this week. I was like, oh my God, I know this pattern. I know this pattern, right? So I'm like, okay. And then here comes this weekend. Here comes this week. And I'm expecting him to say during the week, the mountains are calling. You're beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I asked him, like, I didn't want to ask him when we're having the date because I expected it to happen maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. So he's been quiet. He's not telling me anything. And I had to ask this hard, direct question because he's been so weird. And I say to him, do you want us to still be together or you still need time alone? And he said, I need time alone. And I said, okay. I said, okay. And I said to him, I wish you would have told me this months ago. And I said, I wish you would have told me this months ago, but you don't need to apologize for it. It's okay. I don't have bad blood against you. It's okay. And he said to me, can we at least be friends? And I said, okay. I didn't say no. I didn't shout. I didn't scream. But yesterday, the whole day, I was trying to process that. And, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. I woke up and I felt great in the morning. I slept at around 3 a.m., but at around 6 a.m., I was already awake. I don't think I ever slept. I think I took an hour's sleep because I remember giving my sister her phone at 4 a.m. when her alarm was going off. So we are going through a heartbreak, a heartache right now. That's what we're going through. Um, yeah, it's okay. It's life. It happens. Let me just moisturize my eyes. They feel so dry. It's life. It happens, guys. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't force somebody to love me or somebody to do something correctly by me. If they don't want to, they don't want to, and it's okay. My eyes feel dry. So yeah, that's how it happened. I asked the guy, "Do you still wanna be? Do you still want us, or do you still need time alone?" And he said he needs time alone. And I have to respect him, his decision. Maybe it was hard for him to tell me that he doesn't love me, and then now he's finally gotten the courage to because I asked the right question. Hey, boo. Ah, that burns so freaking bad. I was noticing I'm still healing from a heartbreak from last year, so it's okay, Lee. You'll be okay. Jesus. Self. Asipe says, Iom does say that's meant for you, Sana. Sorry, babes. Yeah, that's meant for us, honeys. Now, I've always like taken time between relationships to heal and to be on my own. I'm not doing that this time around. I am going out there. I'm going to date somebody again. Well, one of my exes that you guys know through like vlogs when I tell you, no, I'm going to meet this guy's name Sanele. Let me just call his name because I've called his name on my vlogs a lot of times. He just called me. The devil works extra hours, guys. Tell me why, first of all, uh, my supposed boyfriend disappoints me. And then I go to my guy friend, not my gay bestie, like my guy friend, and I vent about like how I feel about this whole thing with relationships because there is a guy who's like in my I would say right now we're gonna be talking because Obviously I broke up with this guy, and I crashed out, and I drank like crazy on Sunday. Yeah, and I have this conversation yesterday with my guy friend, and I expect him more than anyone to understand where I'm coming from, because he's seen the relationships I've been in. He knows some of the traumas. I've explained them to him when it comes to relationships, and I was literally venting. And he said to me, "Oh, you have such a negative approach towards yourself." And I was like, "Why would you say that, dude? I'm going through a heartbreak. I don't need you to be like, oh, you have a Guys, I was explaining to him that uh there's this guy that I'm trying to talk with, right? So he's trying to get to know me. I'm trying to get to know him because clearly my relationship didn't work out, and I'm starting to give this guy a chance because this guy is trying to get to me, right? So I'm explaining to him how I'm not gonna, in this new talking stage that I'm in, I'm not gonna put my hopes up. Like, I'm literally gonna see him as one of the boys, if I can put it that way. I'm sorry, guys. It's just that my sinuses are really bad and I'm emotional and trying to talk to you guys. And he said to me, "Oh yeah, you have such a negative approach when it comes to yourself and the relationships you get into." And I'm like, "What is this man saying? You know what I've been through and how many years it took me to actually start dating again, to actually put myself back there. It took me years. Guys, besides me being sick with eczema and all the jazz, but legit, the last time I ever gave a man like a serious, like a man like seriously dating was 2019, l- early 2019. From 2019, I've been meeting people, but I haven't intentionally dated. And when I intentionally dated right now, I got reminded why I don't date, why I would rather just meet a guy, have fun with him, and go. Okay, with Sanele, I wouldn't call it a relationship because first things first, we haven't been intimate in a sexual way, so it's not something I would consider a relationship. But yes, he was in my life for a very long time, and he was an on and off person. You know, it's not like he was consistently here for the years. We've known each other for so many years, but we haven't really pursued a consistent, stable relationship. Yes, I had emotional attachment to him. He had emotional attachment to me. I still think he still does, based on him calling me yesterday, which I said the devil works over time. Because tell me why Sanele is in a full-blown relationship. We are not following each other on social media. We are not talking to each other. I didn't block his numbers. Like, I didn't find the need to. We stopped speaking. Hi, Angelito. And then this guy, then all of a sudden, yesterday, I'm going through a heartbreak. Okay, I'm crying. I'm sad. I have massive headache. I'm going through so much. And this guy has himself and his girlfriend on the profile picture on WhatsApp, has my business number. I think he took it from Facebook because I think, we stopped talking. He took my business number from my Facebook, all my socials, because I usually post. So I think this guy then comes to me and is like, "Hi, Lee." And I'm like to him, "Hi." Oh, no, he tries to call me yesterday and I didn't see it because I unlocked my phone late. So during the day, he tried to call me and I didn't get the call notification until late, because that's when my sister opened my phone for me last night at I think around 9 p.m. or something. And then um when I literally like opened my phone, I see that, oh, on WhatsApp business, I have a missed call. And I'm like, oh my God, I hope it's not a potential client. Hope I'm not losing money. I go there and then I see that, no, man. I see the profile picture and I'm like, what? And I'm like, who is, oh, it was like him saying SNN, what, and SNA, his initials, and the other girl, right? And I was like, who's A? He's like, my girlfriend. And I'm like, oh, cool. So why did you call? And he's like, no, I was just checking up on you. And I was like, you're lying. You came to show me that you're in a relationship. You came to gloat. Hi, mommy long legs. Hi, mama. Hi, how are you? So, way. Welcome to the live. And I was like to him, you came to gloat. You came to laugh at me. You came to show me that you're in a relationship because you're the toxic nigger. I know you. I know. And I was like, dude, I know you. You didn't come to check up on me. You came to check how I'm doing because you came to show me that you're in a relationship and you're in love. And I was like, I'm so glad I still have so much power on you that you need to prove that you're happy. Because one thing about me, when I was dating the stupid guy that I was dating, I didn't call all my exes to come show them that I'm in a relationship. I didn't post on my Facebook so that my exes can see that I'm in a relationship. One thing about my WhatsApp, it only has people that I want to talk to. And it only has people that are close to me. So only my family and my closest of friends knew that I'm dating this guy that literally broke up with me undampile 2 days ago. Like, what the hell? I even in my misery, you're not gonna know whether I'm in a relationship or not. If you're my ex, you're not gonna know until maybe you see me married and there's a profile picture of me and my husband getting. Yeah, mommy, I got dumped. That's why I want to read this so that I feel like my eyes, the more I look at my eyes, the more I want to cry because now I read. The guy told me, I asked him, do you still want to be with us? Do you still want us or you want time alone? He said, I want time alone. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I said to him, I wish you would have told me this months ago. And I said, you don't need to apologize. It's okay. I don't hate you. It's whatever. And they said, can we still be friends? And I said, okay. But I don't mean that okay. Obviously, I'm keeping him around because I'm still trying to fathom the thought that I really loved this person and this person played on my face. The fuck? But this time around, after this relationship, I am not taking time off dating. I took time off 2019 to now. Hell no. I'm going to date as we speak. As we speak. The same day I heard that he doesn't like me, I started answering people's DMs. I started responding to people's texts towards me. I started like talking. Okay. And there's this gent who literally spent time with me while I was going through pain. Oh, we literally sat in this guy's car and we had a full blown conversation, and it was the best conversation I ever had in the last 5 months of dating an ungrateful man. Wait, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Yeah, 5 to 6 months of dating an ungrateful, unlawfully bred son, son of a. So yeah, guys, I'm back in the streets. I'm gonna be a thug. You know what? Those princess vibes are gone. There's no meal. I don't have a meal. What are you talking about? I'm going back to flirting. I'm going back to, you know, at Groove. When I think I used to mize guys at Groove, like now I regret it because the quality of men I've been mising at Groove. Honey, I'm gonna be like, yes, sir. Yes. You know what's funny is that on Sunday, when I was chilling with my friends and we were having this beautiful time with a new group of friends, by the way, I made a new group of friends. I'm going to tell you about them one day. But while I was chilling with this new group of friends, tell me why I saw this guy who was giving big D energy. Like this guy was giving, I'm here, I'm a gent, Gimuna. And I looked at him and I thought of the guy that was supposed to be my boyfriend. And I looked at him and I was like, oh my God, he reminds me so much of my mates. Because I was still in love and I thought, this guy loves me. Clown of Clown Everest. Clown of Mount Clown Nest. Bona thaba ele ba e bitsa Clown Everest, not Mount Everest, Clown Everest. I was the permanent resident on top of the mountain. That was my mansion, my glass house. Gilly Clown, yeah, got Clown Everest. Gilly Popeye. What time is it there? It's currently 8 a.m. over here. So yeah, nekili dom ko pohle, nekili toy toys, domo kop. I was slow in the mind. But it's okay. Ke bophelo. We move on. I'm moving on. Kesana, there's a guy in my DMs and I'm talking to him and I'm answering messages. And he is a dark in complexion. He's not skinny, but he is like well built. Yeah, talk about that. He's a well built, dark skinned man and he likes me a lot. He gets nervous around me. He gets shy and he blushes and he tells me everything he wants to tell me. He talks about anything and everything. He's a yepper around me and he is getting my attention because what do you mean? I'm not gonna, I refuse. I cried yesterday. I'm on to the next one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This thing of me staying years single because somebody broke my heart ain't working anymore. Holding on to traumas that men cause. I cried. It's okay. I cried. I'm still hurt, but I'm moving on. And this guy, no, I'm not gonna make him a rebound. I'm gonna love him as well as I was loved. I was loving the previous guy. I will give 100% energy. One thing about me, I'm a lover girl. Loving someone is within my DNA. Mami Longlegs says, move on, girly. I have to. Loving somebody's son is in my DNA. I love loving people. I love loving my friends, loving my family. I will check up on you 72 times, 5,000 times in a year. That's why I'm always live every time I have my phone with me, guys. I love loving the people that love me. And one thing I won't do is stop a guy from loving me. What if onake my husband nagi busy chebile heartbreak am shimano o senang kelello? A man who cannot think for himself, a man who gets easily persuaded, a man that is undecided, a man who plays with women's feelings, a man that is comfortable with playing with a woman's feelings, a genuine woman. Damn, he fumbled a bag. He fumbled a bag. Like I can't wait for all my exes ne, to see me successful. Ne. Ke driver koloi yaka, but my paper says I give you $100,000. I don't know what you're talking about. If you wanna give me money, you're gonna send money. If you don't want, you don't want. I'll put mail up. So really if I'm gonna be realistic with you, I feel like I dodged a bullet. That guy was so obsessed with his friends, he still is, and I feel like wait taking Modimo ite ngwanake ngwanake ne yele ngwanake siwa wa fela kitse o a utiwe huri matata alifat have guys, I'm so heartbroken but I deny being sad forever. I no. Nah, I've begged myself a tall, dark, handsome man who works, who drives a car, a very nice convertible, by the way. And he likes me. I see by the way he looks at me. I see by the way he's nervous and giddy around me. I feel like a kid. He feels like a kid. I feel like he's so comfortable. He talks about anything and everything. He was opening up yesterday, told me about things that he envisions when he retires and da 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 and how he wants life to be. I don't know whether with me or not because we're still in talking stages. I'm not in love. He's not in love. Definitely. But we're talking. And that's all that matters. And I'm going to be talking to other girls. Period. Oh, other guys, not other girls. It's just that somebody is distracting me here. What is this comment? Now, you guys come on this live, leave comments now. Leave comments that don't make sense. I'm going to watch a Nigerian movie. They always heal me, especially the funny ones. I will laugh and I will forget about this guy. Insignificant piece of dude. That's what he is. Because why would I give you so much love, attention, be there for you emotionally, mental? Do you guys, do you understand? Mina, I'm such a wife. Guys, I always, that's why, like, when a guy like messes up, I always tell myself I can do better. I'm such a wife. Guys, this guy emotionally, he was a mess. Mentally, way worse when he started meeting me. And I was there, honeys. I was there building this man up mentally and emotionally. Now that he feels okay, he is feeling the drive. He feels like, oh my God, I'm on cloud nine. I'm on top of the world. He's like ditching the woman that literally took him from 0 to 100. He is so ungrateful. And I know God is going to smack him in the face for that. I know God won't play with him. Ke a tseba Modimo a ka se mo tlogele. Guys, I found out something funny this weekend. One of my exes got arrested. It's the ex that cheated on me with this Han, and I left them together to start dating. Were you older than him? No. Um, so let's call this guy, who are we gonna call him? We're gonna call him Sour Patch. Sirnaki. Yeah. Sirnaki was a boyfriend. Okay. I loved him. He loved me at some point to some degree. You know, he's one of those exes I would say he loves me, but problem is girl, he's an opportunist. Okay. Sirnaki is an opportunist. We were dating. Sharp. Fine. And Sirnaki like ended up like, okay, his job is commission based. So sometimes he would come with money. Sometimes he wouldn't come with money. So like he wanted me by his side all the time, guys. Like all the time, this guy wanted me next to him. We were so good together. It was vibes. It was whatever. And then Sonaki had a really bad phase in his career, like for 2 months, like January and February. You know, when you're selling things, that those months are really dry for people. So you're not gonna make much money. And it's crazy for me because on December he made triple times more than he usually makes. I don't think there's any loving people. I but someone else I've stopped doing. Yeah, I was just being a good girlfriend. Nothing much. I don't regret it. He can go with this new built confident by me to another woman. At least she'll be loved better than I was loved because he'll be loving out of confidence instead of survival. So that's a bonus for her. Kudos to her. He's not my soulmate. It's okay. I'll find my own. It's okay. So, okay, while dating Narti, like, hey guys, Narki. Let me do this. Yeah. Narki. January, January is hard for him, right? I'm assisting and not like giving him money or whatnot. So I used to be at Narti's place like 5 days in a week. He asked me to move in with him, and I said, look, let's make a deal because I'm not leaving my parents' house for a nigga. Like, I'm not doing that. Faten said, what happens when you're tired of me? And by the way, I'm not employed. Yes, I do have ways to make money, but I'm not an employed hand. And you know that you're the one who does things for me sometimes. So how am I gonna survive when you say get out? I'm gonna run back to my mom and dad's house. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So cut the story short. January gets hard. I'm there. I'm the ride or die, right? I buy food for the two of us. Then February comes. It's still tough. It's before Valentine's. Like, it's hey, now tells me that he has a client. He has a client that wants to buy a product and he leaves the house. He goes, leaves me alone at his place. I'm there minding my own business. I don't care. My man's got work and I'm happy for him. He comes back. He looks at me straight in the eye, excited. He's like, babe, I have money. Let's go to the mall. One thing about Naki, when he had money, we had money. Ah, that gent. I love that about him. But he was okay, we're gonna get into it. So we go to the mall, we shopped. Hey, it was vibes, it was nice. Come Valentine's Day, Naki's broke. I know we bought groceries, right? That was the highest thing. Like, pay the rent, buy groceries. That was like the most important thing for me and Naki to do at that time because he didn't pay rent on January, so he had a big payment for 2 months. Okay, so we focused on that. Okay, Naki used to bring solid money when he had a client. He would bag money, like serious money. So fine, we're chilling. He's broke. I don't expect anything. I wake up in the morning, he does the bed, he does whatever, he washes the dishes, da 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 da. You guys know I have eczema, so washing dishes sometimes it's not cool. Yes, I do wash dishes, but sometimes it wasn't cool. So, okay. Narki, what happened is that he on Valentine's Day in the morning, which was the first red flag for me to see that this guy has a woman in his life. Naki never made me feel unloved, never made me feel unseen, unheard. He's never made me feel like I need to compete for attention. He was always there, right? Naki wakes up Valentine's Day morning. He's like, I'm going somewhere. I'm going Kilo Panda. You know, when you date a guy who hustles, you're like, okay, it's whatever. It's just a normal day. He didn't say happy Valentine's Day. He left. He was going to see somebody, but I didn't know. So he comes back, right? First red flag is that when he came back with snacks and all these nice things, and he had money. He gave me a bit of money. It's like, baby, he's a guy from Lesotho. He gives me money to go do my hair, and he has this cake that was sliced in a Tupperware container, and I was like, okay. Why do you have a cake sliced in a Tupperware container? He says to me, the cake was what he gave me a lame excuse about his friend because he had a friend. His best friend was really close to my house, and he said he passed by his best friend and that was close to Narki's house. So I was like, okay, I believed him. I believed him. He came with cake, he came with snacks and whatnot. He really spoiled me to filth, and I really enjoyed it. Then comes month end of February. Okay. That day I remember very well. My friend's birthday was on the 28th, and I think it was on Thursday. So we decided that we're gonna chill on Saturday because her man was taking her out on Friday. So on Thursday I said happy birthday, spent the day with her just drinking wine at her house. And then on Friday, um my friend was out with her mates. So Narki and I had something that we were doing and we got money. And then when we got money, we went out on Saturday morning to get groceries, pay the rent, and then, you know, we decided that on Saturday he's gonna chill with his friends, I'm gonna chill with my friends. He didn't tell me where he was gonna chill with his friends or whatnot, but I remember very well that he stood up, okay? He stood up from the couch to go use the restroom. And let me tell you something. I am not a woman to check your phone, but he's the only man in my life I ever felt like going through his phone. At that moment, yes. Yes, he's the man that got arrested. I'm gonna come to that story. I just want to tell you about Nacht, how we broke up. So I look at his phone and I just want to go through it. As I touch this man's phone, and a message goes click, notification. There's a girl's name. We're gonna call her Miss Sophisticated because that's what he calls this lady. Nickname Miss Sophisticated. But I know her name and surname, and I know where she stays. I know where her house is. I know where her parents' houses is. And it's a woman that I know. Okay, it was really hurtful to me that I know, although she's not my friend, but I know her based on she's a beautician. She does nails. Okay, she's a nail technician. That's what I'm trying to say. So I see this notification, and I'm like, open the chat immediately, and oh my god, his WhatsApp is filled with women, different women. And this one is significant because she's the woman he spent time with on Valentine's Day. She's the woman who gave him money the time when he told me he's going to hustle and he came back from a job. She was the hustle, honeys. Guys, this guy would take money from this girl and two other women. The other one was working at a bank. I don't know if she's still working at the bank. I don't know. She works at a bank. And there's this one who, honeys, this woman she's from Lenasia, and she's a more older woman. Like, these two are older, and this one, she's young, but she is a nail technician, and I don't know what other professions she has, but she has her own house and her own car, and he calls her Miss Sophisticated. She's the one that he was emotionally connected to. The other ones were just, yeah, Benta and Benta, yeah, I'm gonna do it to you good. I'm gonna do it to you. I don't know where he got the sexual stamina for all these women, but hey, he actually did. And I was also satisfied in the process. I didn't know how this guy managed so many women. And I was one of the women in the pool. I was like, damn, girl, damn. Scrolling through his phone, and I'm like, ay, bo baba. Abangaka bona bafosi. So I was like, okay, fine. It's okay. It's whatever. I leave the phone screen on the text that she sent of, I don't know what she sent him, but she sent a message, and I was like, oh. And I leave that phone screen there. And when he comes back, he sees me looking at the phone like this, and the message is there, and he looks at me. He looks at the message. He looks at me. He takes his phone, and he quietly leaves the house, goes outside, gets on a phone call with this woman, and the first thing he tells her is she knows. So she knew about me. And I knew through the text. I saw the text when he would tell her, no, don't call at this time, my baby is around. When I would leave and go back to my parents' house, he would tell her that she's at her parents' house. But he would text that I'm coming over to you. She just left. So um the landlord where this gent was staying, where Sirnaki was staying, he's very strict. He's a strict landlord. So he couldn't put in different types of women. So he would go to these women to visit them. Still now, the landlord still stands on me being the only woman he's ever dated. Because that man genuinely thinks that Sirnaki is a good man. But he later saw it. Yabo. Sirnaki later showed his landlord also flames. Like, I'm not the only one that got the back slap from this gent. Okay. So fine. I decide that, you know what, Saturday, it's my friends. I'm going to celebrate my friend's birthday. I go out with my girlies. He goes out. Oh, before I go out with my girlies, he's sitting there with his best friend. And his best friend, like, is not greeting me the usual excitement that he's like, sure, my baby is out. I'm going forward to things like that. He's like, yeah, sure, yeah. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. But I'm like, it's none of my business. I just found out my man is cheating on me. What you think is going to happen? I'm going to drink. I'm going out with my friends. I have so much emotional regulations that I didn't react at the same time. So I went out with my friend, spent time with my bestie, put myself steak and force. We drank wine. It was vibes. It was steak and wine and everything. It was fun. It was a fun night. Then we decided that no, man, we need groove. So we decided to go to where? Milano Cafe. And when we get to Milano, we get there. And right there at the counter, my man's is flirting with the lady that works there at Milano at the counter. He's busy throwing the riz, like telling her smooth nothing, sweet nothing. And the thing is, when he asked me out, he didn't do all of that reezing and flirting. This guy, when he started dating me, how he literally dated me, I met him through my friend who I had her birthday at that day when me and him broke up. So how I met him is that he took my numbers, and then the following day he asked me out on a date, and I declined. He persisted until I got out of the house. We went to Pick and Pay because I didn't want a date. He bought me a chocolate cake, wine, because he remembered from our conversation the night before that those are the things that I like. And then he got me hot wings and he said, "Okay, thank you for coming to the mall with me." L- Brought me back home, gave me a hug, and said, "We're going to talk." And that's how we started talking. So from the get go, he always spoiled me. So, where was I? Oh, yeah. So I meet this, I see my mens. I see Surinaki at Milano at the counter flirting with the lady that works there. He's busy, guys, raising her up. Wabona montle jwang. Ke Mosotho. Ah, ana ke o tjhebile mosadi. Ko bona o le montle jwang. With that accent, the whole Lesotho accent, guys. I'm looking at my man raising somebody, and my friend Mbal's over there because it's her birthday weekend. She's looking at me like, "Lee, don't fuck it up. Don't act weird. Don't do anything stupid." But because my friend knows that I'm emotionally regulated, I walk up to the counter, I get to this girl, and I say, "Ngicela ice bucket, ngicela 12 years savannah." And I look at him and I say, "You're gonna pay for the 12 years savannah." And I walked off. I didn't need to say, "This is my man. Hey, what are you doing?" And I said, "Ngicela i-12 Savannah." And mind you guys, one dumpy of Savannah, it's 45 rands there. And I was like, "I want a 12 pack and you're going to buy it." Because, first of all, you cheated. Secondly, I'm finding you raising up a woman. You're going to buy the 12 of Savannah. And he says to me, "What? O batlang mona? I'm here with my gents. Ke mona le ditjhomi tsa ka." This place has like a downstairs and an upstairs area. So I decided, "Oh, where are you chilling with your friends?" He brings the ice buckets, guys. He brings the 12 of. He was fighting for his life at that point, guys. He knew that he fucked up because he came with that 12 and he looked at me and he's like, "Baby, baby, o batlang mona? I thought you're going out with your friends in a separate space. What da, da, da. I just want to chill and drink and whatnot." And then he asked me like, uh, what did he say? Oh, I asked him, "Where are you guys chilling with your friends?" He says upstairs, and I said, "Cool, I'm gonna chill downstairs with my girlies. It's fine. Go chill with your friends. I'll chill here with my girlies." So we sit down with my girlies. His best friend, I see him coming from up there. He gets down. Umuntu girl. He comes down stairs and he looks at me and he's like to me, "Come upstairs. We're chilling upstairs. We are chilling upstairs." And I was like, "What the hell?" And he's literally demanding it. So I'm like, "Okay, cool. Whatever." I take this Savannah's because now I'm starting to think, what the hell is going on? Why is your friend, first of all, mean with me in the morning? Now he's aggressive with me. And when I come out, I'm trying to find out what's happening. Guys, when we get upstairs, all his friends are with their girlfriends. He's the only one who's not there with a girlfriend. The only one not there with me, guys. I'm not there. Everybody is chilled with their girlfriends. I'm looking at it. Okay, his best friend didn't have his girlfriend there because his girlfriend was working a night shift that day. So she was not home. So he was literally just him and his best friend without their partners. But his friend had a valid reason because I spoke to his friend's hand in the morning. We spoke, me and that girl. I love the girl. Because we speak to each other. That's what we do. our men's are best friends. So we were forced into a friendship and we ended up liking each other. I still love her. She's a lovely woman. Even though I broke up with her man's best friend. Let me tell you, his best friend confronts me now in front of everybody. I cannot answer. I must be embarrassed. Yeah, you making my friend a party. Hey, but no. Uring ona. You know how these men talk. And then he's like, yeah, you want to leave him now after everything that you guys have been through. You've been there, you've been a team player. And I'm looking at this guy and I'm like, I'm boiling inside. Guys, when I found out that my man's is cheating through his phone, I took screenshots of everything and sent them to myself via WhatsApp and I deleted that message. And I took my phone, opened it, and I said, whose name is this? He's like, my friend. I opened that WhatsApp messages. I opened those pictures and I said, what do you see? He says screenshots. And I said, how many women do you see? He's like, more than I can count. And I was like, this is the consistent one. This is the woman that knows about me. This is the woman that he didn't play too much for her to know that I exist. And they talk about me. They discuss me. I'm a group chat between them. Boo Boo the Fool between the two of them. Wabana Mo. How honahal. And his best friend legit looks at him and he gets pissed off. His best friend punches him. Boom! Hi! Umfana kulukutu phansi umngani siyamshayile phela manje. And his friends literally looked at him. He's no longer friends with his best friend and the whole group friend. They no longer hang out with him because everyone was upset with the nigga. They were so upset with him. They didn't know what to do with him. They were like, dude, what the fuck? Because most of his friends are married, okay? And also, you must remember, if you're gonna be friends with somebody that cheats, immediately your woman thinks you're a cheater. And every time his friends go out, they go out with their woman. He's the one who leaves me behind. He left me behind because he was planning to flirt with other girls there. And I'm looking at Unravel. I don't care. I see my friend is on the DJ booth. He's DJ. And I'm like, oh, friend, why didn't you tell me what DJ? I'm busy there with a group of gents. I'm smoking hubbly. I'm like, forget about this guy. He's for the streets. We're going to handle this in the morning. You know, I'm going to take my things in the morning and I'm just going to let it be. Because I didn't want to react immediately. But where he lost it, where Nike lost the plot is that I came with my girlies. He went for my bestie, Sheila. He was flirting with her, saying that she's so beautiful, she's so better than me. And I was like, oh my God, I'm trying to fix this phone. It's falling. I was like, what? What? Oh, hell no. My best friend didn't want to tell me. My friends, actually, three of them didn't want to tell me, especially my best friend at that moment because she saw I was happy drinking. Because my friends didn't know that I found out that this man is cheating on me. They didn't know why his best friend punched him. They were busy asking me, why am going to come shy? And I kept saying, Angas, but I knew because I wasn't ready to tell my friends that I'm being cheated on. Okay? So this guy, while I'm busy not trying to tell my friend that he's cheating on me, he has my friend out. He tells my friend that she looks better than me and that he wants her. And my friend now has to tell me that, girl, your man ain't a solid nigga. And that's like my sister. Like, that is like a woman I take like my sister. She's a sister to me, bro. You don't do that. You don't do that. And he didn't know the friend dynamic between me and my bestie. He doesn't know it. He doesn't know it because I don't bring men around my friends. I don't do that. You know, unless you're going to be my husband, that's when I'm going to introduce you. Girl, Lindy Wendlow. Hi, Lindy. Hi, Vito. Hi, Vito. And I'm like, you crazy. I went flipping mad. I looked at this guy and all I wanted to do was kill him at the moment because I felt like I was a ticking time bomb. And I was like, you must be kidding me. I went to him and I wanted to slap the living daylight out of him, but I called him aside, in a respectful manner. And I was like, why are you doing this to me? Why are you embarrassing me in front of my friends, in front of your friends? Why are you embarrassing me? Asking my friend out in front of your friend while I'm busy there dancing. Why are you embarrassing me? Why are you ruining this night for me? Why are you doing this to me? What did I do to deserve this? And then he starts the gaslighting. And he says to me, why you guys are trying to He's like, your friend is trying to make us fight. My friend is trying to make us fight. Why would you believe your friend? And I'm like, dude, you didn't just say that. And I looked at him and I wanted to drag him. And he was so drunk. Like, he was so drunk. If I wanted to beat that man up, I would have gotten away with it. So in my head, I'm like, screw this man. I take keys from his pocket, like I'm searching his pocket with. And I'm looking at this man. I'm like, shut your mouth right now. And I give him this look that says, if you dare speak, I'm gonna light you up. I'm gonna burn you. You keep the quiet right now. And he looks at me, he gets quiet, and I search his pockets. I get keys from his place because I didn't have copies. I didn't need copies to his place because I would just show up. And I literally bolted downstairs at flip it, guys. It was about 1 a.m. to 2 p.m. at that time. Milano was so close to closing time. It was so close to 2 a.m. for the pub to close. I remember bolting downstairs, running down the stairs, and he followed me and he fell on his face, yo. Mr. Guy ran after me and fell on his face. Boom! On the steps. And his lip got busted. Like literally like this. His lip got busted. And when he fell asleep immediately. And I looked at him and my friend was like, oh, I did see because I was still upset walking away. And people are like, yo. And I turn around and I see this stupid guy, stupid drunk guy. Hey, God, he's there on the floor. It's finished with him. The word come out na him, na come and catch him. Hey, come on and run after him, squander him, finish on the floor. And he's literally like this. He's asleep on the floor. I look at him. And my friend Bals is like, Chomi was a chom. Uwi, lunsanak. Uwi, Chomi was a muttis And I'm like, oh fuck. Did you see what he just did? Did you see what he just said? Are you mad in the head? Do you think I'm crazy? He can fall and lose his teeth and lose his eyes, his butt, his life. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about this guy. And I went out. And the plan was to go to his house, get my things before my girlfriend, like I'm a lawyer, so that I can leave the flipping place at freaking 1 something a.m. intoxicated by Savannah. And at that time, guys, because I'm a focused girly. When I left that place, I left with my Savannahs. I left with my Savannahs when I left that venue. I left with my alcohol. There is no way ke tsere six pack ya ka ke ikentse lekgwafeng a kere engwe ne re ino le di-girlies a re di-heavy drink ka hle ke tshwere enana a one since ke tshwere ke fitla mole a fetsa e reka ka mo ma 12 am ke tshwere yona 6 e ko lekgwafeng tse dingwe di kry-ile ke bokele a ke tsebe ka tswa le yona ka re ke ya polekeng ya hae ke lo nka diphatlo tsa ka ke re yena o nagana gore go hlalefile moo and he is dumb diggity dumps. Hey, I left with my six pack in my corpse, going to get my clothes, going to get my things, because I had a whole ring light there, because I was creating content at his place, because during the day, he would be out hustling. And he's busy hustling by women. Eh? And then shame. I used to also help him with his work. And he really can make money, that guy. If he had a break, that guy would be right now driving big cars. But I guess his money is for alcohol and showing women that he can spend. I feel like that's what his money is for. That's why his money get finished. And that he can rent expensive places, which was really stupid of him. But it's fine. So now I ran, go there. And let me tell you something about places like that. Haki fitla mole ko gating. I open the gate, I leave it wide open. I know his landlord is gonna flip out. I know it. Like, trust me. Trust me. Trust me when I say I know his landlord is gonna flip out when he finds the gate open early in the morning. And the landlord wakes up early than everybody. So he's gonna see that this Mazamai left the gate open and I left it open. And my friend is like, Chomi Valley Gate. And I'm like, are you mad? While I'm busy, Mbali is following me. This guy, I don't know who managed to wake him up. Was it Sheila? Was it Tepang? I don't know who between the group woke that guy up. I really don't like that they woke up a cheater up. They should have left him there with his busted lip, fell down the stairs, there on the floor, because that's where he belongs, honey. On the floor, okay? In the dust. But it's fine. Then this, yo guys, my walk to his place felt like it's too long from the place Milano to his place, and it's so close, but it felt like a long walk because I was boiling. But his please, Chomi. I opened the gate. She's like, Chomi Valley Gate. And I'm like, the fuck? You want to tell me about a gate when I got a nigga that's cheating? You think I'm crazy? You think I'm mad? Then he went out of his way to ask one of my friends out. You think I care about a flipping gate? I just want to get my things. I open the place. I get my ring light. I pack my little small yana bag that I always come with. And I'm like, I'm leaving this place. And I made sure that I don't leave an earring, no eyelash that fell off maybe by mistake. Gave actually everything of mine, okay? So, what the balabala? Hey, Lindy, oh, Bandy, guys, the story. Hey. So while I'm packing, this guy walks in while I'm packing a baby, a baby, baby. A re bue hle. Oh, a re bue. Sesotho. A re bue, baby. A baby. Baby o se wa etsa ntho e etsang hle dula fatshe mme re bue hle mme a re bue o ka se se tjenana ka o rata ka o batla nna bophelong ba ka sorry baby ke re sorry ka ntho e ke e entseng kopa tshwarelo yeah batho ya go ba baby. And the more he speaks, the more I get irritated by his voice, by his accent. Like I get ke utlwa di-beat tsa ka di frekanya ka re nka mo shapa ke mo hotle ka mpama ke mo latlhele fatshe ke nke pane e le ya hae e le e rusitseng e leng ko plekeng ya hae ke mo shape ka yona tlhogong mara ke mo shebe fela ke re yo moshimane o kitla mmolaya yes guys. While he's busy talking like that, he's annoying me. I push him to the couch. He falls on the couch. He does this. Gone. Asleep. He snores. He goes, "Ah, ah, ah," and I'm like, I'm like, look at this nincompoop. Hmm? I get my things. I get out, leave the door wide open. My friend is like, Lindy, vala umnyango, bazomthathela izinto, what if bangena bamthathela i-TV? And I was like, girl, kuseprotectlen la, kusekazi. Mabafuna umbamba inkunzi, they don't need ukuthi asho umnyango uvuliwe noma ukhiwe bazoyibamba inkunzi. And I left. And I left the gate wide open. My friend was like, Lady, key gate, vala gate. And I was like, don't tell me about a gate that I don't care about. I don't stay here. May he get in trouble with his landlord. I don't give a damn if his life falls apart. Mm-hmm. I requested for my girls and for me. I requested and I went home. My friends were like, no. Bali was like, no, guys. My friend was like, no, guys. Let's go to my place and drink. And I was like, no, I'm requesting for you, for you, for you. And I took money from his pockets. And I requested for you, for you, for you, for you. Go home. I'm going home. I'm going to my parents' house. I'm going to sleep on my bed. And that's what exactly that I did with my 6-pack of Savannah still in my armpits and a box of wine in the side in my armpits. It was Robinson's. It was a love Robinson's. And I had that. When I got home, I literally opened the door, put my things well on the bed, and slept. I woke up in the morning like it's a normal day. I just came from Groove like I always do. When I'm at my parents' house, I leave Saturday morning to go to Groove. But this time I came back with my things. And that's how my mom knew that, oh, my daughter is single again. And I was like, yeah. And my mom was like, yo, when's it, Lumfana? And I was like, just thank God that I didn't kill him. And my mom looked at me like this. And I was like, yeah. Yeah. Because high chances are, the Popesal dance. Me, him. It was gonna happen. It was gonna happen. I'm the sweetest person in the world, but my brain doesn't work when I'm emotionally stimulated. So I was like, no. In that morning, he knocks at my gate. He knocks at my gate. Okay. My brother sees him. My brother calls me. He's like, hey, sorry guys. Nangu Sirnaki. Uzokufuna. Uzongfuna. Yeah. I go, I see Sirnaki. He's there. He's chilled. Hey baby, ah no. He acted like he had amnesia, guys. He acted like he cannot think. He was drunk. He was like, yo, kine a ke tsoa ka bona hore the cupboard the empty, the wardrobe empty. A ka bona dintho tsa hao ko dining room tsa hao tsa di TikTok. It was that time when I was taking TikTok seriously, guys. I even had a ring light. Tsa di TikTok. A ka di bona le dintho tsa hao tsa di YouTube hle baby. Unsile. Why? And ke limetse jwang wa mbona ke jwang molomong. And do you see how I am in my lips? And I'm like, sir, do I look like I care? And I'm like, o nagana gore ke na le taba? You think I care? I literally asked him that, you think I care that your lips is busted? How nigga nagana gore wa ngrata? And I said, sir, I don't. You know what he did? He took my bro, went with my bro to go drink alcohol. And my brother was like, what should I do? Your boyfriend is asking me to go drink with him. And I said, go and eat his money. Be a focused brother. Eat his money. Eat his money. He's no longer my boyfriend, but eat his money. Yes, eat it. You deserve it. You're my brother. You deserve it. My brother went out with this nincompoop. I took the money that I took. You remember, guys, I told you that when he when I was When he slept on the couch, I went on his pockets to get money. I took that money and I said, I'm going to the mall. I'm going to get my nails did. And I did. I went to the mall. So he looked for me. When he got home, he couldn't find me. He called me. He said, Where are you? And I said, I'm at the mall. I'm getting my nails did. He wanted to faint when he saw how expensive those nails were, honey. Yeah. He's busy telling me crazy things. And his ex comes to me. Apparently, he owed his ex some money. So I gave his ex some money and I was like, "Ugh, whatever." And then they left, him and his ex. And I was like, "Ugh, it's whatever. It's none of my business, honey. I don't care." I was looking good. I wear this really beautiful dress that my mom uh borrowed me for that day because I wanted so badly to feel beautiful. So I wore the dress, did my hair, straightened my wig. I had this bob wig that looked good on me, and I had my nails done. I was feeling myself, and I went to my friend's place over for wine, honey, because you remember that Robertson's wine that I had on my armpits? Yes, we were going to drink it. Me and my friend were going to drink it, and I went to my friend's place, and she cooked a meal for me. One thing about Mbao's, she will cook. She cooked a whole meal for moi, and she was like, "Chomi, take him back. You see the friends that we have that are not good for us." But I know why. She said, Chomi, take him back and enjoy the money. And I was like, that money comes with STDs. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that. And plus, I'm not the type that forgives easily. So I'm definitely going to hurt you if I still have a grudge against you and I still have anger and resentment towards you. I usually avoid people who do bad things to me because if I don't avoid you, I'm going to hurt you in the most absurd way possible, and I'm not gonna feel bad about it. One thing about me, if you hurt me and I plot revenge on you, I'm not gonna feel bad. Even if you die, I'm not gonna care. So I know my emotional capacity and how far I can go at being cold and heartless. So I'm like, no, I don't want him back into my life because I'm gonna hurt him. I'm gonna make sure I hit where it hurts, and I know myself because I had an abusive ex before, and how I plotted revenge over that guy. I still like think of it right now. I don't feel guilty about it. He deserved it, but I know how far I could go. And the fact that I can go that far, imagine if I could do worse. So my brain works. I know how my brain works. So I'm not gonna do that to myself. So I'm like, no. But I went to the John Link the following day. Yo, guys, my sinus is a bad weight. And when I was at Dijong Link, I was chilled with the boys from my Kasi because they're the ones that owned Dijong Link. And one of them tells me that this gent was planning on my birthday to engage me. So he paid money because he knew I loved Dijong Link and he knows I love to chill there with my friends. So he was planning to an engagement thing for me, and the guys were literally disappointed. They literally showed me how much he paid. At that time he paid like 3,005 at 500 rands, and he was going to pay for more, and he had this whole thing planned out, and the guys were showing me the messages between him and them about what he wants. He was like, "Oh, my girl loves the color red. She loves pink, and she loves black. She loves gold, and she loves sparkles. She loves jewelry. So I need the setup to give glamour." Hi, Samgeli Siwe. And I saw the whole plans that he made, and he was planning to do that on my birthday. So, guys, I would have been happily engaged with a serial cheater at that time. I really can't believe it. I really can't believe it. And it was such a good setup. That guy knew me well. He used to treat me well, guys. I never felt like he was cheating on me. And that's why when it happened, I feel like I couldn't fathom the thought because he was so loving. He was a present boyfriend. I don't want to lie to you. There was no problem I would put in front of his face that he wouldn't solve. But I learned the hard way that, oh, that also can be fake. I don't doubt that he loved me, but I do doubt that he respected me. And where there's no respect, there's no love. So his love was, he was an opportunist. So I had a discussion with him because we had to meet for business sake. Because as I told you, we used to do certain things to get money together sometimes. And after like meeting a client and we got paid and whatnot, I remember just sitting down with him. We were having lunch and we didn't shout at each other. We didn't do much. I was like, "Oh, you love this girl. You love this Miss Sophisticated girl." And he looked at me. He couldn't say yes. He couldn't say no. And that was enough of an answer for me that he has emotionally attached to her. With the other ladies, I literally was like, tell them the truth. Tell them the truth. You don't love them. Just stop playing with women's feelings. Stop doing that. It's not good for you. But he didn't stop. Obviously, he didn't. And I left him to date Miss Sophisticated. And I was like, you know what? Because you really are attached to this lady, continue dating her. And they recently broke up right now. During this whole years of me like separated from him, he would come to my place time to time to check up on me. He would call me on a random day. He would go to places where he knows I chill with my friends just to see me. Like this past few weekends, my friend told me he's been coming consistently. And the place he was going to consistently is close to my house. So I wasn't going there because I don't like chilling there anymore. I've never liked chilling there. It's just that I had a group of friends that liked the place. So now that I've cut all those friends off, I literally have been going to the place that I like to go to. So when I saw him there at the place that I don't like to chill at, because me and Baus decided to go there because there was a power outage, is so close to the both of us. He was there. He came to me and he said, "Yo, I guess you heard that I was arrested." And I was like, "Why were you arrested, sir?" And he said, "I beat Miss Sophisticated up." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I beat her up and she arrested me." And I was like, "Yeah, that's why you haven't seen me for months. That's why I haven't come to check up on you for months." And I was like, "What? What?" I left them to date each other. The woman who knew that this guy has a woman that he's staying with, but still continued to date him. And the guy who knew that he has me and dated her told me to my face that this girl is Miss Sophisticated. She has her own money. She did, and she felt validated that this guy is telling her that I'm a lazy, unemployed person. She felt comfortable with it, and she ran with it, and she thought she was better than me. You know what I say to this guy's face? And I was like, that's what you get for taking somebody's man. And he looked at me and he laughed. And I was like, yeah, she thought she was smart. She thought she was smart. She's taking my man's. And that's what you get for taking my man's. My man's gonna bust your lips, gonna beat you up because he doesn't love you. He loves your money. And he doesn't love you. That man never loved that girl anytime because he dated her longer than he dated me for 3 flipping years. In that 3 years, do you tell me he dated me only for a few months and saw that he wanted to marry me? He had plans. He already paid for it, which he didn't get his money back because I told those guys that don't give him that money. Give me that money for that engagement. And they gave me the money for the engagement and I enjoyed it and I drank it and I chopped it and I enjoyed life and I bought myself outfits and I went outside to the streets to date again because who do you think I am? Like, who do you think I am? I'm a focused hand. I'm a focused babe. Ke sona, ke tsamaya ka line. And guys, you know what happened? Close the door. And you know what happened, guys? Huh? He beat the girl up. Miss Sophisticated. Naya kay ko monneng wa motho. Guys, you can take any man from any woman, but you will never be that woman. That guy, no matter how angry he got with me, I stayed with that man. He had every moment to be pissed off with me because I'm not the easiest person to be around. No matter how upset he would get with me, no matter how many times I got on his nerves, honey, there was never a day he raised a voice at me, shouted at me. There was never a day he got aggressive with me. There was never a day in my life he did anything crazy with me. But immediately he started dating her. Oh my God, he started doing crazy things. He started scamming people. His landlord, he started scamming also his landlord. He got thrown out from where he was staying by his landlord. It became a mess. And everything he would update me on it that, hey, my life is not going well since I dated this girl, honey. And he's been going through things, financial turmoil that was so bad. This guy, when I met him, he was skinny because he wasn't eating food, he was drinking. And I would cook, I would force him to eat. We would go out to date. He started gaining weight. He started looking fresh. His place started upgrading. I used to advise him, no, man, let's buy this. Let's buy new curtains. Let's buy bed sheets. Let's do that. Let's change this mattress to a new one. Because he would get money. And I was like, I don't get how somebody would get money like you would live under these conditions. And everybody, even his family members, were like, girl, have you ever seen his mother and father passed on while he was young? But his cousin, which he takes like his brother, every time when he would visit, he would be like, yeah, you are the best thing that ever happened to this man. Because he even teared up. He's like, I see my brother. Like, he gave one and he would wipe his tears and like, this is what my brother is supposed to look like. He gained weight. Immediately we got money. I would be like, let's go. You go buy some clothes. You're gonna buy some clothes. He started looking good, smelling good. And he thought because now he's gained weight and he looks good and he smells good, he deserves better than me. And he went to the streets. Wait, guys, my friend is calling. Please wait, guys. Guys, I'm so sorry. Wait, guys, I'm so sorry. I was in a phone call with my male bestie. I'm gonna call him back in a bit. I told him that I'm live. I'm still talking to you guys. So, ish, guys, yo, I just told my male bestie that me and my mains broke up. So he's like, what? Yeah. So I found out that oh yeah, we were talking about my ex from long ago, right? We were still talking about um Sirinaki. So Sirinaki came to me and he was like he beat her up. And reason being is that when he got money, this girl wiped clean his account. I don't know what's the conversation between them when it comes to her actually accessing his money, but she literally took money out of his account. So then he talking about dating the worst person, thinking that you got the best just because you're following money. But guys, I have to leave this live. There are things I need to do. I'm gonna be live again later today and we're gonna continue talking. I'm really sorry, but I have to go. I love you guys.